Well, hello, everyone, and thank you so much for joining us on another Pro Talk series. I have with me today Miss Braz with Everything Logo, and I want to thank you so much for coming over and doing this interview with us today, Roz.
Hey, thank you for inviting me. Happy to help.
Perfect. And I know that we're going to get into a lot of information, but just so that everybody's clear, Pro Talk is a series to help folks get introduced to wonderful professionals in the area to share tips and tricks and advice. So again, today I have Miss Roz. So I'm going to dive into the questions, Roz. We have a number of them that came in for you, and I'm sure you get this one a lot, but why use promotional products?
Yes, people want to know. Well, you know what? Everybody needs to do marketing. I don't care what business you're in, you need marketing. Promotional products are part of marketing. And they're, they're the long-lasting, cost-effective part. That's a physical part that stays around. I call them the little Trojan horses. They kind of get in there and they do the little sales connecting for you when you're not there.
That's awesome. And so, that being said, what are the most important things to kind of consider when choosing and using promotional products?
And there actually is a lot to consider. Um, because I mean that it's not just about sales. They can be used in so many different ways. They can be used for uh, gifts, of course, but employee recognition, sales incentives, fundraising for organizations, trade show giveaways, just so many different ways. And the whole process that we go through here with our clients is finding out, of course, what the event is and the distribution method, because that's a big factor. You don't want to get something really heavy and think then you're going to mail it out. And there's just a whole list of questions that we go through, and that includes consideration of course, the logo, the colors, the imprint areas. Um, yeah, there's a lot to consider, and that's what we help you go through.
Okay, so the ordering process, when someone says, I want promotional products, I have an event coming up, or
Mhm.
I'm hosting something, or if they're a company and they want to do the employee incentives, what's that order process look like with you?
And again, it starts with questions. So after we go through those questions and then figure out what would be the most appropriate items, I do the research. And so I'm going to research my thousands of companies factories that I deal with, and thousands of products, and then send ideas of what I think would work best. Given my 34 years in this business, I have great connections with factories and knowledge of the items. So start with that. Then once we choose the item, of course, I'll do the order form and such, and get the order going. We will see a proof before production from the factory. And once that's approved and the factory sends them into production, they do ship directly to the end user. And then I will follow up when I know they're delivered to make sure everything turned out right.
Oh, nice. So
Mm.
then you mentioned that you've been in the field for a long time. I guess you got in when you were in diapers, huh?
Oh, yeah. All right.
And so, what makes Everything Logo different from, say, someone who wants to order online?
Well, me. No, it is has changed, needless to say. Over 34 years when we started, there were no computers. But one thing that hasn't changed, and I don't believe ever will, is the need for human connection. And I am the face of the business. I am the person you talk to from beginning to end. And so I'm the contact person. The business is my husband and myself, and we started, like I said, 34 years ago. But it's again about taking all kinds of things into consideration, that maybe just slapping your name on something online isn't going to work for you as well.
Yeah. No, absolutely. I feel like I have a lot of questions usually when I'm trying to order something online. So it'd be nice if when you go into an online store that you get to just ask a professional who has your tenure all the questions that you can't, you probably answer things and address things that someone wouldn't necessarily even know to ask.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, I ask them questions, and make them think about,
Yeah.
they hadn't considered this or that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Mhm.
So I'm sure, I can't believe I'm saying that we're almost at the end of the 2022. It's crazy. I'm not sure where time has flown, but when someone's considering their holiday gift giving, when should they be reaching out to you to get that started?
Well, like you say, believe it or not, it's past mid-year already, and now's the time to really start thinking about end of the year gift giving, calendars, etc. We do have food items as well, and can ship directly to each individual name on your list. Um, but now's the time to really start thinking, because there sometimes do come up with the factories having stock issues and slow production times these days.
Okay. Very good. Awesome. And Roz, I apologize. I didn't dive into a little bit about you, but before we end the call, why don't you tell us a little bit about you?
Well, I actually was born in Ohio, but grew up in Tampa, Florida since I was 4 years old. And so consider myself a Floridian. Um, but like I say, been in this business 34 years, and just love helping people. My degree actually is in social work, so now I help businesses with what, and love doing that. I want everybody to be successful, and I do believe that promotional items help you do that.
That is awesome. I agree. And so I just want to let you folks know if you have questions, if you find that you need something for your company, for your employees, for your clients, whether it be end of year or just a thank you, contact Roz at Everything Logo. I will share her contact information. You will not be sad about reaching out to her. She is a guru and again has been doing this for many, many years. Roz, thank you so much for taking your time
Well, thank you
today.
so much. Happy to talk to anybody and offer ideas.
Perfect. Thank you. And we'll see you
Thanks.
next time on Pro Talk.